That's all it's about.
I know, it's all. It's the Emma Nixon show. That's the way I look at it. And do you know what annoyed me? There's two women. One lives round the corner from me. And one that apparently said she's disgusting. She upset you. I'll go. I only live round the corner. Someone knock on me door. Do you know, we're getting threats for Emma Nixon, who basically what she has done is below. Is worse than you.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here.
There's this anti-knife campaigner, her husband, who's on his dying bed. And all she does is tell lies. She's an absolute liar, Joe.
This Mandy is telling lies. And I haven't told anybody that I've gone live. I've just seen it. Just reacted. Been timed out in the Apollo chat. So I'm going to react as I go along.
Doesn't want to know it. And I'm so bad that he left it, to be honest with you. Because you know what? He's been dead now. I know he's something me as well, but I know that sounds horrible. He's got a quality of life, you know, and it breaks my heart. He was so handsome. Such a good man.
So this is where Mandy's implying that Emma had something to do with someone getting sick.
And I don't get wrong, he wasn't like that. And she doesn't go for the good lads, so he was in and out of jail, but he wasn't bad.
There you go. He doesn't go for the good lads. So she's admitting that her cousin was bad.
And as I say, 7 strokes he had when he was with her. Not left to forgive. And she all off.
Hang on. He had 7 strokes and she's never going to forgive Emma. I'm sorry, but unless there's any evidence at all, which I seriously doubt it's even possible to give someone 7 strokes, why the fuck is she angry with Emma? I mean, it's like me having a heart attack and blaming fucking Ashley Douglas.
Family loves it. Our family's got no time for it. They knew what she was. She was into fraud. She was a manipulator, a full-on liar.
Yeah.
Give it the time of day because Joseph loved her.
Right. So she's a full-on liar. Hence the person who's telling full-on lies right now.
He made him happy at one point, so I was all right. Even though I've never trusted Emma because she is a liar.
Oh, God, yeah.
He made Joseph happy for a short time, but then as soon as he went up to Redcastle, that's when everything went downhill. But Brian, she's now humiliating Brian, in my opinion.
Exactly, Mandy. And this one,
you go mad. Philadelphia will kill him.
Well, this is what I've said, right? And I said it today in a video I did. She has done more than anyone else to bring his reputation, if he has got a reputation, right down to zero.
Really? I think you're the one that try and destroy people's reputations.
Because he's being made to look, what's the term? Cuckold, is it? A cuckold, someone that's dominated.
No. You lot are trying to slander their reputation. Not Emma, not Brian.
By the wife. That's what it's coming across as. She's brought her drama onto his channel, and you just know she's in his ear, dictating terms to him. Totally.
Really? How do you know that? Have you got a spy? You put bugs in the house? Have you been walking there with dodgy tape recordings?
He looks like a fool.
Yeah, she is a control freak. She's got to be in control. I've been laughing at it on either. You know, I've been looking at it, like, I don't care what Mance Jameson's got to say. But if you don't care, what do you keep going on about it for?
Exactly. Oh, that's this.
And shame.
Care when you got something to say when you're accusing someone of having one of your family members done over. That's when it becomes, that's when you have to start caring, when you're making up very serious accusations. Mandy Jameson, if you really are that bothered, get the autopsy done. We need to see the results. Unless, of course, you're lying, then you wouldn't need to do that, would you? But, you know, if you really was that serious about it, then you want to have the autopsy results. You want a full inquiry, a full investigation. No?
for what you've done to
Fucking
two
lying
grieving
bitch.
families. You are the great lads. You know what, Anne? I love Dodgy Dave, you know, because you know why?
There we go.
You know, Emma and Brian both said to me, you can trust Dodgy Dave, Mandy.
That's what Dodgy Dave does. He earns people's trust and then he burns them or he uses them for whatever he wants, be it for his own personal gain or for profit. But trust me, when he's friends with you, he'll be doing his digging at the same time. Now, this is what I can't understand. She made a video after Decca did that live. Sorry, did that documentary on knife crime. Now they interviewed Mandy, and then Dave turned on Decca. Now, if anyone's to blame for letting Decca into Mandy's house, it's fucking Dave, because she made a video afterwards said it wasn't you we trusted, Decca, it was Dave. But for some reason, she's blaming Emma. Oh, bollocks.
You can trust Dodgy Dave, Mandy. Dodgy Dave is a good man and he'll have you back. Now, Dave is the only person that stuck up for me in the Whites. And Dave is...
Okay, so my head's spinning a little bit here. Because you was angry, Mandy, because apparently you weren't happy or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. That you said Emma didn't warn Mandy about Decca. But now you're saying that the man you trusted was Dave. So, and now you're saying that Emma said you can trust Dave. So, you know, some just don't make sense. There's a problem with liars. They can't fucking make any sense at all.
Tried to protect us since then. And I'm not being funny. He came in here with this, what is it called? Your DBS.
Yeah.
Want to tell me the truth. And I like it when people are honest with me. The other fella sat there and lied. I knew there was something missing with him when he come in my house. And he come in, he looked like he had shoulder pads in. He had this one on. So I said to him, why have you got shoulder pads in? You're trying to make yourself look, you know, like, oh, bigger. So they go, no, he's got body whisper for you. And I put my mouth in it again and got myself into trouble. But Dave, I like Dave and I like Lainey. And they've never done me no harm. And she's
You like Namie? You mean Lacey?
praised them to me. So I'm not being funny, you know, I'm this vulnerable, grieving mother and that. It was that Emma on the phone going, Mandy, Dave's wonderful, Dave's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I make my own opinion.
So what's the problem then? Why are you blaming Emma for allowing Decca into your house?
Anyway, on people, and I like Dave. But she was...
Unless you're angry that Dave is a wrong one. So I can't get my head around this.
forcing it down my throat at the time. And now she's turned on him. I'm thinking, why? And then it makes sense. Brian's, no, I know he's not got much longer or whatever, but she needs someone to protect her.
Hold on a second. Who turned on who here? Because as far as where I'm from, you know, or whatever, we don't go into our friend's house and record conversations. We just don't do that. It just ain't normal.
Exactly. Auntie Conroy?
That's it. Everyone she's going for, Mandy. Everyone she's going for are people that Paddy Conroy doesn't like. And this has all been set up. She's seen him as a protector. And from day one, and I've said this a long time ago.
No. She realised there was something not right when she found out that all the people that were making up the lies about Paddy were lies. And she apologised, which is the right thing to do when you find out, you know, you've been acting on wrong information. That's why. Nothing. God.
She said in an interview, she was giving this interview to this church, I think it was, about domestic violence. Now, I'm not going to say she wasn't a victim of this.
Yeah, and if she was a victim of domestic violence, Mandy, who was she a victim of? That's not for me to answer, but maybe you might want to answer it.
It's a crowd at any point, and I wouldn't question her or belittle her over that. But what I'm saying is, it was revealing that she said she went with this bad boy, this tough fella, because he was a bad boy, a tough fella. Now, that told you a lot. She uses men. It's not love, it's who will protect her.
That's a type. Oh, Joseph, I mean, Joseph wasn't a size, but he could handle himself. She has one particular type. Paddy Conroy's next. She'd be trying to bed him next now. I'll watch.
Fucking disgusting slander.
Conroy next.
I don't think she'll get far with him. I don't think Paddy is up to it, and I don't think he can raise to the occasion somehow. I don't think. Well, he'll get fed up with that, I can tell you.
Every morning, you'd have a bleeding heart attack if you woke up to her in one morning, would you? What? I'm not being. She never used to look like that, you know, and she'd be dead skinny, you know.
Well, I mean, what she looks like to me doesn't matter. It's what person she is.
She's just a horrible person, and I think that's coming out outwardly now as well.
You're a horrible person, Mandy. You're a fucking horrible person. The fucking lies that are coming out of your mouth. And the slander and insinuation you can't back up makes you a fucking horrible person.
And I just think, you know, if you can do that to me, what can you do to anyone?
What she is now.
What did she do to you, Mandy?
She's absolutely dumped on everyone so she can get what she wants, which she imagines is being protected by Paddy Conroy. But I tell you now, Paddy Conroy, I don't like, but he's not an out-and-out idiot. He'll know, he'll twig what's going on eventually, and he'll dump her. But it's the way, as you say, she makes out that she's some kind of victim. Let's remind people, right? She started this. What happened was this present drama. What she did, man, you don't know whether you know what happened, but she started speaking to Paddy, and then, of course, without doubt, was going to rile Humble Dryer. So Humble Dryer, in private, told her, but this is what she says. Humble's there, he can say whether it's right or not, but he said that he didn't like it to her. And she then decided to make it a big public battle. Now, I've had words in the past with Humble Dryer, and
Humble Dryer is the most non-credible person on this whole part of YouTube. He turned on me because I had a spanner in Emma's chat. He turned on me and he's tried to label me a speedo. He's trying to run with it that I've impregnated my niece, running with a man. Dildo Davis put videos of my daughter playing the piano up, videos of my niece at the shooting range, videos of my missus up. And Dave and Humble have both come to me during that time and said, "Do you want peace?" We know you're not a nonce. They didn't say that, but I might as well have said that, because if I was a nonce, then surely you wouldn't even be considering peace. Problem is, I can't sit back and watch a woman get tortured online at this rate.
What particular horrifically bad argument we had.
And Mandy and Sharon, all that, don't worry, because, you know, if I have something to say about you, you've got a big pack behind you. So, like, I'm not really starting on just you, Emma. I'm starting on your whole pack of women and men. So don't worry too much. I'm just little Jimmy, the retard in Thailand, apparently.
But if you keep it private, you can source out. This need never have been made public, but she wanted it to be made public because she wanted to impress Paddy Conroy. That's what it was.
That's why she's trying to pick on Craig as well. I mean, Craig has nothing to do with Emma or Paddy, so I don't know what a problem is. And I know that he did try and take most of Paddy's thing, because he just...
Well, if you don't know, why are you mentioning it?
Doesn't want to get into it with him, I know that. But she's then saying that I'm making Craig do that, put that video. How can I make Craig do anything? Come on. I mean, I watch YouTube. I'm not involved in YouTube.
She's talking about video.
I just think that people need to know what the real Emma Nixon is.
Yeah, I think
all on liar and manipulating, and she does not care if she hates us to get where she
Look, I spoke to Emma a lot in the background. I've heard the story told over and over again in exactly the same way. Unlike you lot. Was it you keep saying that to be a good liar, you have to remember everything you said, the whole story, word for word? Now, either she's a genius or she's telling the truth.
Months ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's just this, and another thing I used to always blame a friend, Maria. Like you say, oh, be careful, she's twisting your mind. And as I've watched it develop, and I'm convinced now it's the other way round.
The other way round?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the other way round.
Remember, I think I did.
All blame Emma time. I'm sorry, I can't sit back and listen to this shit without reacting.
Hell, I think, because she was proper like coming at me. And then I lost the plot with her a bit, and then I found out she was all right. She ended up being okay with me after that. But I just didn't understand how people could be so horrible to someone who was just trying to educate people on a documentary. And then it was only then the truth come out. But Jake, what Decker was at the time. I knew that for a fact, actually. And I just think.
Do you know who knew what Decker was at the time, Mandy, when he was allowed in your house? Dave. According to Dave, which I've got this all backed up, he said that he convinced me that Decker was innocent. And he told me that Sarah's law had already been done by his, I think it was Decker's brother or something. And it came back clear. And he said he can't play it because of the non-disclosure thing. And I'm starting to wonder a lot now about the falling out between Decker and Dave. I'm starting to have big doubts as to what's really been going on, because they're trying to bacon me off when I know I'm not a bacon. Then who else have they done it to?
All of a sudden, you don't care who you turn on. This is all to impress Patty, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Telling you now, you better leave Dave alone. Because he's had my back and he's had the White's back. So do you know when people are good to me and people stand up for me, I will stand up back for them. So leave him alone. He's done not.
Wow.
Well, it was just a stupid thing too, because she turns around and
It's interesting. I'm a swinger. It's very interesting because I always saw you on Decker's chat, and you sure I think that you're the same person that you said that you was on Decker's side. I thought, fucking hell, man. But now you probably know more than what was available on YouTube at the time. My ex in London hired a private investigator to check up on DH2 women admitted they were paid to make false allegations against Decker. Wow. I'm fucking gobsmacked because I sort of had a gut feeling that something along those lines may have happened. Fucking, I'm a little bit shocked about that one. All right, Timmy. Yeah, good, mate. Thanks.
came out of the blue, oh, I don't like Dave. Now, there's plenty of people, and I must say, I'm not a fan of Dave's or Ice Queen's, but he knows that I've said that from the beginning, so he knows where he stands with me, and so does she. But what she did it was obvious. I see her really friendly. Now, that's some act to put on with Ice Queen. She was very friendly. And then, just to try and get an inroad with Paddy Conroy, she comes out with all this rubbish. And she's saying he's the bad one. I think she's the bad one.
He's never had a good word about Paddy Conroy to me. And I think, when have I ever spoken to her? She spoke to me loads of times on the phone. She was telling me all the pressure that she's under.
And I've forgotten her. I wasn't listening to Mandy Pandy. For one that bit.
That's all kinds.
She comes out with all this rubbish. And she's saying he's the bad one. I think she's the bad one.
He's never had a good word about Paddy Conroy to me. And I think, when have I ever spoken to her? She spoke to me loads of times on the phone. She was telling me all the pressure that she's under, and they've had all kinds of people come in the house and everything. I'm not being funny, Anne. Why would I be interested? I don't care. But she has always called Paddy Conroy to me, and I never knew who Paddy Conroy was. To be honest with you, I just thought it was another fella that she knew. I didn't know until I started watching YouTube. And only
So I missed this bit. I don't know who she's talking about, Ice Queen or Emma. I don't know.
recently have I even watched Paddy Conroy, because he's no, if I'm being honest with you, he's an old man in a shed. Why would I sit and watch an old man in a shed? I don't know him. I like you. You make me howl. I think you're hysterical. I like Dave. I like Craig. I haven't got no problems with them. But when someone's telling lies and she's continuing to do it, my family picked Emma had done, and they told me to leave it.
Okay, we're talking about Emma. Sorry.
I had enough to deal with it, probably, yeah. But you know, when I seen her telling lies about Dave, I thought, no, you know, there was also going through all.
Telling lies about Dave. Just look at the fucking Liverpool Echo. What's the fucking matter with you? Your head needs fucking checking, both of you. Either that, you're both bent as fuck.
Messages, and I sent you a message, I think, Anne, didn't I, where it said, she was saying on it, how could I have told you about all that, knowing what you've been through when I've only just found you again? Now, to me, that is an admission of guilt, because when I read that, I thought, you definitely did. No, so those people that told me you.
I'll explain that one. At the end of the day, like, you've been through something quite horrific, Mandy, which, in all fairness, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. All right, Northeast. So, when you're talking to someone knowing that their emotions are going to be all over the place, it's a very, very sensitive subject, and you don't know how they're going to act. Now, I'm pretty sure if you was in imminent danger at the time, I'm pretty sure she would have voiced it. But considering what you actually been through, something quite horrific, well, Dave knew that as well, and he was the one that brought him into your house. So if you're going to blame anyone, why are you not blaming the person which you're sticking up for? Oh, Jesus, you fucking lying fucking piece of shit.
Around them to find out, shall we tell her or not? Yeah, you should have told me, Emma. Because the backlash of it come on us, not you.
The only reason why Dave told you was because he fell out with Decker, because Decker blocked him. That's why he told you. Otherwise, he would have been happy for that documentary to go through. I know, because I was talking to Dave at the time. And now I found out a hell of a lot fucking more about that fallout, and I didn't actually know that at the time. The reason why he was so angry about being blocked is because he couldn't get any more inside intel and feed it up. I didn't know that at the time.
You channel up and to get me on, getting Dave to come here to video me to make you look good. Sorry, I've asked you, can I speak, Anne, because she's a liar, an absolute liar, and she needs to be taken off of YouTube, in my opinion, because she's just what she's doing. She's going to get people hurt.
The only person that's being hurt here is her. Have you forgotten about 2 years for house attacks? Plus what's going on at the fucking moment. You fucking tripping. You seem quite happy and relaxed where you are. So who's going to get hurt? Maybe if you stop fucking with her, maybe you wouldn't be so paranoid.
Yes.
That should be made up if that happened to her. It should be absolutely made up. Because she's that type. That's because you know, I mean, you know, Mandy. You get a certain type of woman, we all see them, and it's usually that they latch onto a man who's got a tough reputation, and the right cows with it. And it's like, if you say to them, it's like, I'll get my fella onto you, I'll get my fella to sort you out. And you know what, they don't realise that they come along as so weak. And remember, my mama used to say one thing.
Well, I haven't heard her say that to anyone. And I know I've been in a red car with her. I've seen people come out of nowhere and say hello. The only hate, I was honest with her. I said, the only hate I see you get is on YouTube. everyone around her from where she's from, they all can't wait to come up and say hello and sit down and have a chat. And coming out of a, people have been sitting on in a beer garden or whatever, and sitting there talking, and then people have been sitting there for the last. I've been looking over. Oh, you Emma? Yeah. I haven't seen it. Oh, how are you? Blah blah blah. I have a pub to pub, big crowds of people in each pub, sitting there blending in with them, no problem whatsoever. And then only problem that happened came out of YouTube.
Women that did that, and said women who always used to say, wait until your father comes home, he'll sort this out. She say, never do that. Should take control of the situation yourself, because when the kids grow up, or if you get a divorce and there's no papa there anymore, the kids are not going to respect you at all because they'll have no fear of you.
Yeah.
She used to say that. Said, stand up. A woman should always stand up for herself, never hide behind a man.
Well, I haven't. I mean,
That's right, Timmy. In the area, like I've seen people. I'll see if I can.
I've been on my own since now. I think it's about 2006, and I was married to a man. I'm going to put. I'm not related to Dad and G or Danny G. My son is called Daniel G. Jameson. I was married to a man called John G, who was a doorman, and unfortunately, I don't like being a doorman's wife. I don't like the lifestyle.
Yeah, married him anyway.
So we were only actually together for 3 years, and we divorced and we left. And he wasn't the nicest of people, but life moves on, doesn't it? That's
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't like being married to a doorman after you've been married to a doorman. It's fucking weird.
make an issue out of it. I made a mistake many, many years ago. I've moved on from that mistake. You get on with it. But I'd never ever go back to that.
Can you imagine that? That's like me saying I don't like Thai people, and then I married one.
I've been on my own ever since, and to be honest with you, because it just puts me off now. And I think since Daniel, and all I do is knife crime campaigning, and that's so.
All you do is knife crime. That needs to be clipped. No, I'm only joking.
That's why I don't like people who treat people who've been through, especially victim families, the way she's treated us, and not be exposed for what she's doing. And she portrays herself as, I'm all against knife crime and all this and that. I just think, no.
You're the one that portrays yourself about being all against knife crime. She might have said it here and there, but she's not the one that's, standing up in Parliament and giving speeches. Hopefully she'll be in Parliament soon, exposing you lot.
You're full of poo, love, you really are. You need to stop telling lies. That's all you want.
You stop telling porkies.
I've never seen her doing it about knife crime.
There you go. I've never seen her do anything about knife crime. There you go. Even she got confused.
Well, apparently, there's an organisation that they work alongside with someone who was stabbed. I'll tag you in on it.
Yeah.
They portrayed to me that was their organisation. I've even invited them up to the cathedral. I invite all victim families, anyone to come.
I just don't know what to call Anne. He, she, it. I don't know what the is it the I don't know what. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know what to call. I'm gonna say it because I'm in Thailand, so
And I believe that we're stronger together. You see, but she's never ever come. And since I've done the interview for her, making hair look good, I haven't ears off them since. So they were never ever interested in me and Leanne. All they were interested in is clearing their name and making themselves look good, which is exactly what she's doing now.
Yeah, but she's done it all wrong. I mean, really, I see people waking up to it because
100%
it's just so. I don't know what got into her head, but
it's not waking up. It's people are trying to infiltrate.
She's 100%, as we said before. She's a bully. She's an online bully. I'm not going to give up.
No, she's being bullied and being bullied.
And this is what's sickest of all, Mandy, right? She started this, she's put this out there, and yet she keeps on saying, picking on me when Bry's in hospital, my poor Bry. She's study. Go on, man, say that again.
Probably put him in there now, innit?
Oh, another accusation, eh? Go on, carry on, Mandy.
The thing is, right, it's just, well, Humble had something. Maybe Humble, what did you say about this leg injury that Brian has, that he's in hospital at the moment? Who originally gave him? I'll let Humble say what he said. He said something interesting about this leg injury that Brian's got and how it came about
How does Humble know so much about hospital records, eh?
originally. But when he puts it down, I'll put it on here. But it's yeah, she sits there, and you can, and there's all this issue now over the criminal damage to the Boyle's car, and you can tell she.
It keeps changing the story with that, but you know, 1 minute it's a boom, next thing it's I fucking know.
It's dropping one because there's this recording of it. It's very damning. But as I said, even aside from having an audio recording, aside from having CCTV cameras, what she has actually done is she has had admitted it on 2 lives that she did say that to Dave, and not only that, she tried to make out that it couldn't be used as evidence, so she's scared because he illegally recorded it. Then she says, I knew he was recording me. And it's like, so you agreed to it if you know he's recording you.
Well, I don't know, maybe she was under duress, maybe he had some blackmail, and maybe he said, you better read this out. I don't fucking know, just saying. Fucking snitches.
And you don't say stop or I'm not going to talk to you. You agree to it. And honestly, she hasn't got a brain.
Exactly, that's giving someone permission. If she knew he was recording it, so she was in control of what she was saying then.
Yeah.
What good does it say?
Mm-hmm. But here's one. Humble says, Brian's in hospital with the same leg, which has always been bad after he got beaten up. And he named Paddy and his boys because Paddy tried to kill Brian. Yeah, nearly tried to kill him. Now, whether that's factual or not about the leg, but definitely that's what it sounds interesting. Is that why he's actually in hospital at the moment?
What?
Yeah,
interesting. It must be an old one.
I know that he's not in the best of health, but I also know that he's also not being that nice to hear as well. But if I was Brian Cockrell in the position that he's in as it stands right now, I would feel ashamed for him because she's humiliating him. He's love him, and I feel ashamed for him as him.
She's done it. I think he is deeply in love with her, and not.
I reckon the dodgy one, who's dodgy, holds people under duress and gets people to read out stuff because we know he's dodgy. I mean, he tried to blackmail me for 100k. I've got the evidence there. You know, he's also tried to draw a line in the sand with me multiple times. I told him to do one. And so, you know, I wouldn't put it past him. We know how he works, doesn't he? Digs information on people and tries to manipulate them into doing stuff. So, I don't know. Those recordings ain't worth shit.
No doubt about it, but I don't think she is with him. I think he's a convenience to it.
Yes, he's
Oh, fuck off. Break.
someone who will look after it in her head's got power, because that's what she's into.
Yes, that's it.
Top and bottom of it, she's just passing over as she does. She went from our Joseph to, well, she was with Brian years and years ago. And then when she comes to Liverpool, then she got with our Joseph. Then she went back to Brian, and like, Brian's in a bad way. I'm not being funny. Brian can't look after Emma no more, can he?
No.
Emma's looking after Brian. Doesn't she get any credit for that? She sleeps on the sofa, for Christ's sake.
I don't mean that in a horrible way, but how can Brian look after her? He can't do. So I think that's why she's gone to Paddy Conroy.
Oh, it's definite. There's one.
Well, so she does a live, a live a week or whatever, once a week with Paddy. All of a sudden, these accusations have just popped up. Jesus Christ.
100%. I said that straight away.
So by that definition, Anne is now in a relationship with Mandy Jameson.
When I saw that happen, I thought she's gone to him because she thinks she's going to get protected by him. But the way she's done it, she's really gone and tried to destroy everyone else, these so-called people she was friends with, and she was friends with them. This is all bull crap.
No, she was friends for years, and she's never has a good word to say about. And I tell you what, on my son's life, and I would not bring my son in or swaying on his life. She's never had a good word to say about Paddy Conroy.
Well, that's a lie. If this was taken recently, as far as with my own ears, I never said it. He would say a bad word about him.
Yeah.
A lot of people, to be fair, but she did have good words to say about Dave and everyone else, and now that she's just now turned on.
Yeah, because she's a blatant liar and she doesn't care who she steps over and crushes over to try and get in Paddy's good books. She didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do it. All that she had to say is, oh, Paddy, and just would like to talk to you and all this. And Paddy would have been that pleased with that to stick on so he could say, they're humble, look who's talking to me, Ryan and Emma. And that would have been enough.
I don't know what they're on about, but if I found out that someone's a prolific troll and going around making up stories about people online, I want to make it public, but I don't really know what they're going on about, to be honest. In fact, I'm watching this in a minute. It goes on for bloody ages. I'm getting bored. I just couldn't help but react. I think it's an old live Apollo's replayed. Only got 5 people watching. Andrew Goring talks to Mandy Jameson about him and Cockrell. I'm pretty sure it's an old one. One little skim through YouTube. When I first reacted, I haven't even messaged Emma about it. When I heard her trying to implicate that she had something to do with somebody having fucking strokes, she fucking taking the piss. Well, no, that's what she's been insinuating. Mandy's been insinuating recently. But at the end of the day, if you think anybody has anything to do with your relative passing away, get an autopsy done and go and do your own investigations. But don't just fucking accuse someone of doing something when you got nothing to back it up. Pure fucking slander, man. Fucking disgusting. It ain't fucking right. And I'm telling you, from what I've seen from going to their house, she looks after Brian a lot. So she looks after Brian. She's keeping them all together. So I think she's got a fucking heart of gold, to be honest. And I've seen that with my own eyes. Mandy rocks and like blokes, yeah, 100%. And I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna get some food. I'm starving. Oh fuck! I forgot to go somewhere else. All right, later.